was thinking I had this set for this lock. Okay, I guess I'm stuck this way. I've been trying to get this to where it would actually take a full screen, but it don't look like it wants to. So here we are. All right, so what we're working on is these Corvette seats. A guy brought them in here and he wanted them done. He already bought the covers, but he said they wouldn't fit. And we're working on these seats. The guy didn't want them sandblasted or nothing. He just wants them covered. So the foam that was on this was what, 60 something years old, from a 55 to now. Here's the bottom of the seat. I did hit it a little bit with the sandblaster to knock some of the big rust off of it. So, but he didn't want it painted or nothing like that. So there we are. This is the covers that was on it. They are hard as a brick. I was going to look at them and see what. I don't know what kind of foam that is in there, but they are. I don't think it's got any actual pad to it. But Wesley's been taking this stuff apart. This is what you get into with some Corvettes sometimes is these wires like this right here will rust in two. All right, and you see that the foam ain't real great. It does have some wear right in here, and it's got a piece right here that's done busted out. So that little piece of wire right there, it was wrapped with cloth. You see that? So that'll have to be pulled back up, and we'll try to close that up, put a new piece on that because that's kind of slanted. Here's some more pieces. You know, that's the driver's seat whenever it's tore up that bad. See how bad that is. So we're gonna cut all that off. We're not gonna do it today, but we are doing some of this stuff today. This is the seat covers right here. They are the original. They come on the 1955 Chevrolet. That used to look good, y'all. Really good. Anyway, there's the seat. You can actually tell the design. It had like the Bel Air V in it. He wants that put back in there. They ordered them seat covers, who knows how many years ago, but you done threw the foam away, and it was like a prehistoric rock.
I mean, it just every time you touched it, it was brittle, like graham cracker.
Yeah, really and truly, it was just that bad.
You just turn the button on the back side, and it does it.
I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, Wesley got me hooked up. This phone, we've worked on this right here, trying to get it to do the horizontal, and I marked it as horizontal, but it wouldn't do it. I don't know what that's looking like on the screen. It's probably a little narrow strip. All right. So anyway, what I'm actually doing right now is I'm just going to show you just a little thing that on these frames right here, how we normally do it. Everybody don't do it the way we do it. I know that, and I'm not saying that nobody else's way is wrong, but if this would have been mine, I'd have really wanted all these sandblasted really, really good and painted, but it ain't mine. So I got to do what the customer can afford, and it's not going to be bad, but I'm going to throw this piece of burlap together. Doggone, Wesley did all right now. I'm just throwing this piece of burlap. What I done was I cut it. I cut it 22 inches right here. The springs are 20 inches. So what I done was I cut this 22 to where I'd have a little inch right there to lay back and fold it back down. I've watched YouTube and seen a bunch of people do it different ways. But, this way you don't waste a strip of burlap about that wide. It really don't matter what color I sew this with, because it's just a piece of burlap. It's gonna be all covered up. All right, let me sew it one more time. Okay, so we got that sewed together. My light is getting dimmer. And what is it? I did put a little bit of glue on that. I didn't have to, but I just did it. Just gonna make that lay down. And this is just a base. What I want to show you how we do it out here. Okay, so this is just the base right here of the seat, what we're gonna do. It is gonna be a little bit of waste. Turn that around with. I usually this piece right here pretty tight. Not just laid up here. And I can show you the difference right here of it being tight and it not being tight on the burlap that we took off of that bottom on it. Especially. Both sides are the same. All right, so I'm gonna take this piece right here, sew around it. I'm just going to take that 1 inch that I left long on here. Sometimes if you sew that burlap real close to the edge, it will pull out. So. What I do with, I can't keep up with enough today. Put a couple of relief cuts in there.
Janie Jane says hello.
Hey, Jamie Jane. Over there, Weston.
They're already on the table.
Wesley getting good at reading my mind. All I'm doing is going around this piece of burlap and sewing it back an inch because I made it an inch longer. That way, when I pull it, it's going to have a little bit more that I can grab to. Instead of just folding it over.
It won't unravel either.
Yeah, putting a hog ring in it. You know, I just want it tight. Not so tight it's going to have to pull it too hard. But. Okay, got that little bit done. We're going to come right here. We're just going to line it up right here. If you can get these hog rings right here in your hand and get them to lining up just right, you can go ahead and put one in, have it set for your hog rings as you go.
That comes from years of practice.
Yeah, if you take them and get them to where you can work both hands at the same time, like. I used to do it better, but seats aren't hog ringed on a lot anymore. Seats are clipped and J-channel, Velcro, not this right here. Is that my phone ring?
Mm-hmm.
Hey y'all, sorry about that. I just said, hey, let's just make a quick video.
You have to call her back.
Who is that?
It's Haven.
Haven. Well, expect my other phone to ring in just a minute.
Uh-huh.
Go outside with us and tell her what I'm doing. See, you always want this not just loose. going on, Wes?
Just call her back when you get.
Okay.
Plenty more about
You know, we could have slid some wire in there. Slid some wire in there. And wouldn't have took as many hard rings. We also been working on a boat that's really rough. So be careful when you work on boats. You never know what kind of surprise you're gonna get. You tear that thing apart and it just falls apart.
Stop. Come on. Getting all kinds of interruptions.
Just never know who's gonna walk in that door. That's the neighbor's dog.
He likes to steal stuff and knock stuff over.
Ain't that the truth? Sure do.
If we could teach him the trash that he picks up, put it in the trash can, he'd be all right. He likes to leave it in the yard.
Okay, so that's the way we put the spring felt on. It would have looked a whole lot better if all that would have been painted, but they come that way. They don't come painted. Where's that spring felt at, Wes?
You don't have to go out there to the building. It's not in here. Yep. I didn't know you were going that far. I'd have went and got it before now.
Yeah, here's some right here. That might would work. That's like floorboard.
Yeah, that's a lot more insulation, sound deadening.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's in this. I'm thinking it's in that silver building you ain't got the key to.
Uh-oh. Wait, I did have a key to it. I had a key to that one. I just don't know where it's at.
Well, I know you lost your keys. And
I did find the key, but I don't know where I put it. Wait, here it is. Let me go look. I do have a key. All right, that didn't take long.
us being unprepared.
Yeah. Just a spur of the moment video. Anyway, everybody don't do this. You don't have to. You can do it another way. But we do it this way. Let me get some good scissors. Alright, so we're gonna take this, we're gonna put it on here just like this. Might even take and glue that right there together.
There's some in a roll down there. Burlap,
Is it?
little pieces, but I
Yeah.
mean, it's not very wide.
Here we go. It ain't very wide, it ain't got to be too wide.
Not our scraps, but our small pieces.
Yeah. This will just save you a little bit of waste. By putting it together. That does seem to work a little bit better when it's laying flat. Okay. And we'll just hold it together with this burlap. It is pretty strong, I think. We're gonna need some more than all green there.
Some down there.
Well, it's gonna save us. It's gonna plug up this big exhaust fan. Alright, so we'll take this. This don't have to be in the middle. All I'm gonna do is just fold it over the edge. When you do this, it eliminates the chances of. I mean, it makes it sit better and eliminates the chances of it just going into the springs. trying to spread it good right around the edge because I'm gonna fold it over whenever I turn this seat upside down. It don't have to be sprayed that good on that, but pull the tap. All right, here we go. I'm gonna trim this off right here, where it's kind of more even than what that is. Come right here. Good, try that. I usually take this right here and cut it for them springs, so to go down in between them springs. Not all the way, just a little bit. And this part right here is just setting it up so whenever we put the foam on the seat, that it don't bite down in there too hard. I wish to show them how that right there's supposed to look. I may have to respray that because I didn't get enough on that, but this part right here, we did go down in there. Right here. when you go with a piece of pad on here, you need to put it needs to be a fairly firm piece. It ain't got to be hard as a brick. All right, all we're gonna do is just pull this down. And naturally, we're using this glue, you got to let that dry just a little bit. Everybody asks me, what kind of glue is it? Well, it's railwood glue. It's contact adhesive, like Landau top glue. And you can buy that at your local upholstery supply. Just about all of them carry it that I know of. And if you buy it about a 5-gallon can, it's around what, 150? Something like that.
The last one you got was over $200.
Was it? Well, there you go. About $200. It used to be a lot cheaper, but things has changed. And just like the front, I just clip it right there where the spring is. That way, it will go down into the in between the springs. I know you might can do this a little bit quicker doing it a different way, but this way right here, years down the line, even if this seat right here gets recovered, they're not going to have to go down this far. They're going to say, look, this right here is in good shape, so we're going to leave that. But that's what it looks like once it's done. Maybe put a little more glue on that right there. And that's the foundation. This is what you're looking for whenever you go to build a seat, is you got to start at a good foundation. If you don't, the rest of it is going to be, you'll be able to feel the springs. You know, you want it really, really nice. It pulls it down evenly as you set on it. And I'll show you this part right here. This is what was on the other one. They had absolutely no, that's carpet pad, jute packing. It's kind of thick. They had none of that stuff on there. And you can look at that and tell how lumpy it is, where it was like going down in between the springs. You can tell. They just had it laid up there, Maybe a few little hog rings in it here and there. Right in here is a couple. See the rusty marks. And I don't want to knock it that they didn't do it the way we do it, but this right here, you don't want it. You don't want your seat fixed like that if you plan on keeping it. All right, everybody. I will show y'all the boat that we're working on, but it has really whipped us. Like I said, the next thing's the Corvette seats. It's 55 seat, and go from there. Thanks, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.